beautiful. Please.
Thank you.
Sika, we have to regulate the dances that you've been bringing on the set these days.
For some reason, my mind is telling me that I'm 20.
Okay.
But the passport is saying something different.
And the knees.
The birth certificate and the knees are saying something different.
You are 20.
Listen, I claim it.
Amen.
Forever 20.
You know I'm 25 though.
Listen.
Yeah.
On Wikipedia, they even say you're 19. My sister.
I love Wikipedia. We are friends. Like, they know me. They gave birth to me.
They gave birth to you. How are you,
I'm
Roselyn?
good. And thank you so much for having me this
It's our
afternoon.
pleasure.
I feel so honored.
Why?
I was like, when I got the call, I was like, oh, wow, me? Who am I?
Oh.
So thank you so much.
Listen, flattery
I'm
will get you
grateful.
everywhere on the ladies' circle. Oh, my fans are
It's a big platform.
Oh, yeah.
Huge platform. And so I don't take it lightly at all.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
And you look fabulous as
you.
well.
You look lovely
Absolutely.
yourself.
Thank you.
Who are you wearing?
This is Sheila Bonsu.
Oh.
Yes, and so,
Oh, Sheila.
so Sheila made this. Thank you so much, Sheila.
Sheila always has those designs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you see a Sheila design, you know it's a Sheila.
Yeah.
Man, Ghanaian women are the
rubber,
ish.
very rubber, you know.
Yeah. Especially when you check the figure line. So the figure Roselyn brought on set today. I brought it. Yeah. The figure you brought to the set today.
Oh my pressure.
Oh my pressure.
But we're not going to succumb.
Roselyn, it's good to see you. And
Thank
you'll
you
soon
so
find
much.
that the vibes are always immaculate here on the Ladies Circle. We're honored to have you here with us. And we're looking forward to learning more about you and also your perspectives on a number of issues. But before we dive into the conversation, let's take a message from Yas. But ladies, what's the worst thing about being on your period? What do you hate the most
Just
about
like
being on your period?
Checking my back every
Crying,
Oh, yeah.
appetite,
Yes.
all
Mood
of that stuff.
swings.
Mood swings.
Yeah, just the
pains.
discomfort though, because obviously, you know, you want to make sure that you're always looking right.
Always looking
Always,
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And of course, during that time of the month, you want to make sure that there are no leaks and that you're comfortable all the way through. And that's why Yaz is saying, make it a point to pick up some Yaz pads. None of that checking several times, none of that changing of outfits because you're not sure. With Yaz, you are always covered. You feel confident and there is simply zero stress. You can go for Yaz Extra Long, Yaz Minty, Yaz Heavy Flow, or the one we all love here on the show, the Yaz Herbal. You can try the all-new Yaz Minty Extra Long Sanitary Pad, and guess what? It comes in mint with extra long wings and free panty liners with disposable bags. How exciting is that? Now with this, you're always good to go. So choose Yaz and choose right.
Yes, and while you're choosing right, mamas, please don't forget the babies. They also need a little bit of pampering. So grab yourself some Casson's baby hair and body wash to make bath time very fun and delightful. Now, Casson's baby hair and body wash is mild, it's gentle and soft and smooth. It also has some interesting variants, specially formulated with blends of organic oats. There's milk, there's Manuka honey, there's rose oil. It's gentle, it's irritation-free on your baby's sensitive skin, and most importantly, infused with mood scent technology, which helps to stimulate a pleasant and a happy mood for endless giggles for your little ones. So get the new Casson's baby hair and body wash, mild and gentle and soft, smooth also on your baby's skin. And of course, you know you can get it from any mother care shop out there because guess what? Everybody loves Casson's baby hair and body wash. So moms, please choose right for your babies as well. And on that note, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, like we always do, we have very interesting conversations, and we would love to hear from our guests and also hear your views on the topic we will be discussing today. So join the conversation on our social media page at TV3 Ghana. Let's go for a quick break. We will be back.
It's still the Lady Circle here on TV3. The hashtag is the Lady Circle. So if you have any opinions, suggestions, or just any thoughts about the show, please do go on all our socials, whether it's Instagram, X, or Facebook. We will see your comments. Maybe sometimes we should read the comments out on our socials because they're very interesting. But thank you so much for sticking and staying and engaging with us. It's now time to get into our discussion. And we have a very, very special guest to be able to break our discussion today because it's a very serious topic, and Roselyn has some thoughts, some very, very interesting thoughts on the matter. Now, a few weeks ago, the whole nation was shook by the death of a beautiful, bright-eyed KNUST level 400 girl who was in an abusive relationship. Nobody knew, but unfortunately, it ended up taking her life. Now, she goes by the name of Joanna Deladem Yabani. I hope I said that correctly, right? Now, this is a name that should stick to every parent to be able to advise their children, every sister to advise their other sister, or your brother to advise your sister, your niece, anybody who has a female in their house, to let them understand the importance of spotting red flags in relationships so that they do not fall to this fate. It was so sad, honestly, when you see the videos, you see the comments, you realize that a lot of girls, especially in our tertiary institutions, are going through these situations, but they are not talking about it. So today we want to shine a light on, the issue, have conversations that will bring some sort of enlightenment to the situation, and embolden women and girls everywhere in Ghana to stand their ground and say no to abusive relationships, because honestly, it is not worth your life. Roselyn, I know you've heard about the situation. I know you've been highly impacted by it. What were your initial first thoughts when the story broke, when it came out?
Initially we didn't know that the boyfriend was behind it. It came out as though she had just passed. Some people thought it was a robbery case. Some people thought she had, just passed out. She was walking and she passed out. Until later we heard, okay, there's a man involved. Who is that man? Only to realize that's her boyfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, not again. Because I was hoping that with the kind of advocacy that has been going around with regards to abuse, young ladies will, listen. And young men will also listen. Because this is a situation whereby if you do it, your life also comes to an end. I had a conversation with my daughter just like 3 days ago. Funny enough, she just walked into my room and was like, Mommy, do you know that the boy that is that, he went to court and he's crying and all of that? I said, yes, his life just ended. So he took somebody's life, but his life ended as well. Because at this point, you have no education again. You could go to jail for a lifetime because cameras captured you. That's even worse. What is it that you couldn't control your temper? What could have led to that? I actually had conversations with people only to realize that, there were threats where he had told the girl, if I can't have you, nobody can have you. The girl had told the parents about it. The boy had been warned, but he still went ahead to do this. So I don't know. But this is something that as parents, we need to keep talking to our children about it. We don't have to leave it to just, the school authorities to talk about it. We don't have to leave it to TV presenters to talk about it.
Right.
We owe it a responsibility as parents to tell our children that these are the consequences if you should do it. And so stop yourself before you do it. And as parents, if we even have issues with our spouses at home, let's keep it away from our children. Because when they see it, they emulate it. And they take it out there. And it just destroys them.
Roselyn, you've touched on so many different aspects of this situation. I don't even know which one to start off with,
The number of times you pick up the dailies and there's a story of a woman who's either been murdered or abused by her romantic partner. There are many, many of these stories. Every now and again, a story like this is catapulted into the spotlight and we all have our bites. But this happens to many, many Ghanaian women whose story never sees the light of day. And I don't know if as a people we're really realizing that this pattern is real. Across the globe, we're also seeing a rise in gender-based violence. I mean, take South Africa, for example. Every single minute, a number of women are being violated in one way or the other. And we're seeing some of that on our very shore. So I like that Rosen mentioned speaking to our young girls, but also hammering it into our young men that you're not entitled to somebody's body just because she's your girlfriend. Your girlfriend can say no. Your wife can say no, let alone your girlfriend. And as Sika said, also controlling yourself as a human being. What are you telling your boys? If a girl says no, you don't hound her. And we also can dispel some of these things we were taught in the playground. If a boy pulls your hair, it means he likes you.
Yeah.
No, if anybody violates you, they violated you. If they like you, they should treat you well.
Yeah.
And that's how you know that somebody loves you, that they
Yeah.
respect your boundaries. Your no is your no. So that's what it kind of sparked in my brain, that actually these stories are everyday stories. We need to mount a serious campaign.
Yes.
Because I don't know if we're getting it through the minds of the people that this is a pandemic.
Yeah.
Those were my thoughts as well.
Helen, but it's a cultural pandemic as well.
Yeah.
We have a culture of sweeping things under the rug. Discuss it. Don't take your dirty laundry outside. It takes someone actually dying before the police gets involved, which is really bad. How are we going to sort of shed this whole societal norm of when something happens in the household, especially when it's abuse? You know, you mentioned that even a wife can say no, which also means a husband can say no. You know, a lot of the times we speak about it from the women, but there are some men that are being abused in their houses as well, and are going through a lot of hardships in their house as well. At what point do we decide that no, it's not just about the elders of the family discussing it, but now it's actually a felony, that we actually need to bring the police involved? And you can't continue to stay with people who've exhibited such traits, over-jealous people, people who are gaslighters, who are manipulators. Reggie, I'm coming to you because that smile means some experience is in there somewhere. But people who continue to do this, they say sorry, but they will do it again. Oh, I'm sorry. No, it wasn't my fault. You know, and obviously there is some level of victim shaming and victim blaming as well. If you didn't do this, I wouldn't have done that. At what point do we say, no, enough is enough?
So I think there's one question that keeps ringing in my mind. Do you even know when you're being manipulated? Do you know when you're being gaslighted? Do you know when a narcissist is trying to get to you, is projecting their issues on you? I think a lot of education has to, you know, play a very big role in this, because sometimes you don't even know what is happening. You're in a relationship with your boyfriend, something happens, you confront the person, and the first thing, instead of you to deal with a particular issue, he's going around throwing tantrums, he's trying to be abusive. Do you actually understand what's going on? Because most of the times, I'll tell you for a fact, I think I've been in a similar situation where I've confronted people about issues, and then they shift the goalpost and make it look like it's your fault. You're the one that messed up. And then we don't address the issue again. I take the blame. I crawl back into my shell, and then I move on. It happens again. And I know I'm being abused, but it's like I still fully don't understand what is going on. And so you just go along with it. So it happens in different forms, and people don't understand. So I think we need to start by educating people, first of all, to understand the various situations and how they play out.
Yeah, maybe we don't throw, but maybe Roselyn, you can shed more light on that.
For me, I think that upbringing is very important. Self-love. We need to have a lot of self-love. When you're going into a relationship, I don't know, but I say this all the time. I always use the Bible. In the Bible, God said that man, love your wife or love your woman. Woman, honor him. What it means is that the man has to love you. So as a woman, when you're going in there, if the man doesn't love you, you have to be careful.
So when the aunties say he should love you more than you love him, do you think there's something in there?
That's what the Bible says.
But how do you know when you're being loved?
That's anybody who loves you will not want to touch you
In that way.
Yes.
Simple and
will
short.
not want to see you cry.
That's it.
So if somebody loves you and you shed a tear and the person goes, I don't want to see you cry, that is love.
Yes.
But somebody who says, you did it, it's your fault, the person doesn't love you. The person probably is obsessed with you. And so knowing love is the person knowing your emotions and making sure that you are happy all the time. Yes, the person will offend you. You know, their cans have something they say, it's normal. We argue with our parents, we argue with our siblings and all of that. So you will definitely argue with your partner. However, how does your partner handle when there's a situation? How does your partner relate to you? How is your partner able to solve that situation to make sure that you are not hurt to the core?
Yeah.
And these are the things that we have to look out for. You really need to, open your eyes to that.
Yeah.
I love that,
you're
Roselyn, because you say somebody who loves you doesn't want to see you hurt. And I say this all the time. Somebody who doesn't respect you doesn't love you. It cannot
That's
be.
true.
Yeah.
Somebody who does not respect you simply does not love you. And I think for a lot of young people who are getting into relationships like this particular story that we are referencing, there seems to be a lack of, I don't know, genuine care. I don't know whether it's the social media era. It's the person who cares less that is the one who is seemingly in control. If you could give young girls in the university or just out of university any advice, especially about dealing with red flags. So it's not just, oh, he loves me, that's why he's pinching me, or he's beating me, or he's talking to me
It
like
really
that.
pinched you, Helen.
I won't say too much
Not
about
too much
that.
about the pinching.
You know what I'm saying? But you're
Yeah.
out in public and maybe he wants you to comport yourself, as it were. So he's doing all of that kind of stuff. I want you to speak to the young girls who think that, oh, this is love. It means if he's doing these things or he's obsessed with me, as you said, it means that he loves me so much.
Yeah.
We often mistake obsession and love, and for a lot of young ones, most young ones, unfortunately, crave for love. The love they don't get from home, they crave for it. So when they meet a man, the first thing is that, oh, he's giving me the attention because my parents don't give me the kind of attention that I need or I desire,
Yeah.
so I go for it. As a young lady, what you have to do, immediately he's abusive towards you, speak to someone. Because it's very, very difficult for you to walk out of abusive relationship. It's a fact. It's not as easy
As
In
we
fact,
say.
slight
think it
interjection, I
is.
beg your pardon,
Yeah.
because, stats. Globally, we're told that it will take a woman that's been abused maybe 7 attempts. 7 attempts before she can finally leaving, coming back, leaving,
Yeah.
coming back. So,
Yeah.
Roselyn, you're spot on. People say, why didn't you just leave? It takes people many times.
It's very
to
difficult.
piggyback on what you're
Yeah.
saying, I've heard people advise others when they get married that whatever happens between you and your husband stays between the two of you. It doesn't have to go outside. So for people like that when do you know this is a time for me to speak to someone
from
outside
day
the
one.
marriage?
From day one. Speak to someone.
So that
find
advice,
a counselor.
Do we have to change that
No,
advice?
find
then?
a counselor.
Okay.
There's nothing like whatever happens in your marriage happens in your marriage. You need somebody that both partners respect. So I should respect and honor that person. My husband should respect and honor that person. That way, if there's a problem and I go to that person will be able to put my spouse in check.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be your parent. Because one thing about the parent thing is that
They hold the grudge.
they hold the grudge.
Yes.
Nobody wants to see their children hurting.
Yes.
So don't go to your parents.
Okay.
Do not go to your friends.
Yeah.
Because your friends will use it against you one day when there's bad blood.
I totally agree.
I think another thing is we have to let a lot of people know that there are so many fishes in the sea.
Oh,
There is 1,000,000.
Ladies, do I not
There is
see this
tilapia.
all the time?
Yeah.
There are over 7 billion people, and
Yeah.
it's this one that you love the most.
Helen, why are you pointing at
You know, the options are there.
Regina feels judged, please. Regina feels judged. Nivea, Can we speak to that? Because prior to us starting the show, the ladies that, we were having a banter about the social media rhetoric about, oh, high valued men or good men are hard to find. So a woman now feels that if they catch on to a man, it's almost
to
hold
on
on
to when you're
Can we talk
hurting.
about that?
Yeah.
Please.
You know, there are so many fishes in the sea, like I said. If Kojo goes, Kobna is waiting. Kwame is somewhere. And you don't know who will treat you better. Nyosra warijaye, onya waripa. So if it's bad, walk out. If he's abusive, leave. See, we sometimes, as a Christian, trust God. Trust the process.
Yeah.
Today might be difficult, but tomorrow will not to be. Just trust the process.
Roselyn, you're shaking
Yeah.
tables.
Hallelujah.
Speak to God.
You are shaking tables.
Tell God that, God, I want somebody who will love me. I want a man. This man is not loving me. I am
you.
crying too much because of this relationship. I need to break loose. Break loose. Take that bold step. It's difficult. Nobody says it's not difficult. If anybody tells you it's not difficult, the person is lying. It's very difficult. You will cry. You will have flashbacks. You might not be able to eat. But stand your ground, because that person that will make you smile will come your way.
Rosie, they're saying the streets are dry, yo. They're saying the streets
ain't
are
dry.
dry.
It's what, 3:1 ratio?
They're saying
No,
3:1.
3 women.
Is it not 5:1?
See, it's fine. No, if we have some women who have 4 children, leave marriage and get married again, who says the street is dry?
So maybe it's the streets we're on. We should change streets.
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a mindset. If you say the street is dry, the streets will be
be
dry.
dry.
It's all in the
No,
mind.
If you know it's there, it's there.
It resonates because you can't have a limiting mindset. Why do you think that this is the best you can do? You leave every relationship thinking, me, what is coming next, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Because you believe that you deserve it all. And why not?
And you will get it.
And you will get it.
Can I also say, though, I'm casting my mind back to my university days. I mean, the guys did me shaky. You know,
we are together.
we are together.
We are, in fact,
That has not been shaking.
And sometimes I just think that I wish if I had the chance to go back, there'll be certain things that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't be holding on to
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah.
I really would be living,
Yeah.
watching, studying guys, studying, relationships, weighing out my options. You know, you get into a situation where you're newly independent,
Yeah.
and now you have this guy telling you lies,
Yeah.
spinning your head,
Yeah.
and then you kind of fall for that. But obviously, in hindsight, having the experience that I have now, I would say to university people that you don't need to rush.
Yep.
University is not where you necessarily have to find your husband.
Don't find him there, sis.
Don't enjoy the experience, but don't give too much of yourself.
Yeah.
Just watch, learn, study, focus as well.
So on that note, I'll just give you something to brood over. We'll go for a quick break. When we come back, we'll jump right into one of my favorite segments of the show, Game Time. Stick and stay.
You're still with us here on the Ladies Circle with the beautiful Roselyn Felli. We've been discussing some very heavy topics, but not to worry. It's now time to let our hair down, have fun, play some games, get excited about that, ladies and gentlemen. But before we do that, let's take a little message from Dettol. Now, they ask the question, what comes to mind when you use the words Dettol antiseptic liquid? I want to throw it to the ladies. Ladies, what comes to mind? Roselyn?
Cleanliness.
Very nice. I love that.
Germ killer.
Germ killer.
Care.
Care, absolutely. Well, the answer is what you witness. Multiple things come to mind when you talk about Dettol. Bathing, shaving, cleaning and clearing wounds and cuts, mopping the floors, making sure your countertops are sparkling clean and rid of all the germs, especially if you have kids at home. And of course, for those dirty kids' uniforms, Dettol has got you. Now, if you didn't know, there are about 100 illnesses caused by germs that Dettol actually prevents you from. So when it comes to Dettol, they make sure that the whole family is absolutely safe. Now, if you want to buy yourself a bottle of Dettol, all you have to do is go to your neighborhood store or any Malcolm or ShopRite across the country. Now, please note that this advert is, of course, FDA approved. It's now time for some games. Reggie, over to you.
And I have some words here on a piece of paper. You have to pick one and try to pronounce it with your lips. So your tongue is out, just your lips.
All right.
So let's try. Should we try? Hello, what am I saying?
This is gonna be so much fun.
I swear you can make a sound.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Papa.
Baba.
Sika.
This is about to be interesting.
Yes.
So I just gave you time to also write something on the paper and play with your family and friends. So ladies, are we ready?
Are we ready?
We're going to do it in
Okay.
a group of 2. So
Okay.
team win!
I'm going to trademark
Ladies
that
for-
name, but this
yes.
is Team Fabulous.
Yes, right.
Okay,
Yes,
so
right.
Helen and Roselyn in one team, and then
Please,
Sika
it's
and
Team
I in
Fabulous.
one.
All right,
Fabulous.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so, Rosen, do you want me to start it
Yes,
off?
you should start.
Okay, so
How many
Regina,
chances do they have? How many chances?
I think it's 5 each.
5 each.
Oh, 5
okay,
each.
5 chances.
What if
Okay.
they don't get it? It can
Ladies,
pass on
I want to
us.
ask though, so I can't use my tongue, right?
Yes.
but certainly I can make a noise.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, you're not just reading my lips or whatever. I'm making a noise. I'm just not using my tongue.
Okay.
Rosen, how good are your ears?
I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it?
The words are about some of the discussions we've been having.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay. In line with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abstinence.
No.
No.
2 words.
This is difficult.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. 2 words, right?
Yes.
Okay, you guys did not get it, so we're gonna try.
Yeah. Gaslighting.
No.
Oh.
Even just because you're doing like this doesn't mean. False major.
No, I was
It
saying
actually sounds like antelope, though.
love language.
Oh, wow. Language. Is that what you were?
All right, team win, over to you.
Okay. Oh, which is this? Okay. Did you take it out?
Yes, it's
okay.
out.
Okay.
Oh, I see your teeth are clenched. I don't know what your tongue is doing. Okay.
Oh, no, but we can hear this one.
Yes!
We can hear your tongue is moving.
I suspect your tongue is in action.
Okay. No, but my tongue is
Maybe open
we
your
all
mouth
heard
and keep
you.
your tongue locked.
No, but we heard you already, so you have to put another one.
I didn't get it.
Okay, Six, try. Let's
Okay.
see.
I didn't get it.
Red flag. Oh my God.
All right, Rosen,
okay,
do we change the formation? You might be better at
Maybe
this.
I should try it.
Yeah.
Let me try
okay.
and see.
My ears are not too good, but I'm
Okay.
on the case.
All right, let's see.
Isn't that you're always having an infection?
Oh.
That's a sensitive topic.
It's a sensitive topic.
All right, let me try and see. It's actually one word. though.
Okay.
Okay.
Anomalies.
Banku eba. Okay. Is it one word?
It's
Yeah.
one word.
Okay.
It's difficult.
Should I
though.
try relationship?
No.
Okay, I like the syllables breakdown.
Yeah. But it's actually related.
Close, okay.
Very close.
Wait there.
Adultery.
No.
Come on.
So should I tell you?
Yeah, Rosen, tell us.
No. Let's try and guess.
Okay.
She says it's close to relationship.
Yeah, what's close to relationship?
Manipulate.
Okay, so should I say it?
Yes.
Companionship.
Oh.
Girl, Rosen, there was no way I was going to get this.
Yes, because that's difficult, isn't it?
Listen, it's
Well, let's see
it's
what
clear
team
that-
cheat. Team win will do next.
It's clear that using our tongue is very,
Maybe amazing.
necessary. So we'll do 3
Oh, it's a
each.
special skill.
It's a
You
special
guys
skill.
are very
Okay,
good
you
at.
ready?
Seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
So
How many words? How many words?
It's just one word.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Hey. I'm not gonna take that from you.
I don't like it.
Also, one word.
It's over.
One word.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heartbreak.
One word.
Can we try? Can we try?
Try, okay.
All right, so I'll try.
finished me.
No, tired.
It's just one word.
Is it not tired?
No, you're not tired.
Exhausted.
Exhausted?
Heartbroken. Angry. Suicidal.
Betrayal.
Woo, this game is not easy.
Not at all. I think you should try it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it now. All right, there's another one here.
I hope this is okay for us to do, though.
Okay, our last one.
Oh.
Break up?
Yes! All right.
So 1-1.
Yeah.
You've tried. Okay.
One word. Communication.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't trust Team Wayne.
And that, my girl, is how you do it. Did you hear it?
You have to be aligned.
You have to be aligned. You have to be aligned.
Whatever. Congrats, ladies.
Okay, and the winner.
Good job.
Team Wayne.
I'm gonna trademark my group name.
Yeah, we'll trademark it.
Absolutely.
Team Fabulous.
Bring it in.
Please be fabulous to that 5 things counter, darling.
All right, so let's get into 5 things. And as always, it's in line with what we have already been discussing this evening. So today, we're talking about recognizing red flags. So here are some 5 pointers to help you spot when you are in a situation that does not serve you. Controlling behavior. Maybe you're with somebody who wants to dictate what you wear, who you see, who you speak to. That's certainly something that should get your mind rolling. Maybe they want to isolate you from your friends and family under the guise of always wanting to be with you. You can spot controlling behavior by how willing or unwilling your partner is when it comes to sharing you with others. Remember, that's not the only relationship that you should be nurturing. Beyond your romantic relationship, other relationships are equally as important. Let's talk also about excessive jealousy. Excessive jealousy. Maybe you're thinking, my partner loves me so much, and that's why even when they see me speaking to a male family member, they're up in arms. That type of jealousy is not healthy, and it shouldn't be encouraged. Somebody who loves you, respects you, wants you to have many thriving and flourishing relationships. So, ladies, gentlemen, when it comes to jealousy, there's a limit. And we all get jealous from time to time. But if it goes overboard, certainly speak with somebody about it. Point number 3, isolation from friends and family. I talked about that when I talked about controlling behavior and also about jealousy. Somebody who loves you wants you to thrive. You can be amongst friends, family, and they are confident because, you know, they're sure that they're going to be getting a good report. But what is it that they're so scared that others will find out that they don't want to be without you? Do they want to control the narrative? That's why they always want to be around you. Let's think about that, girls and boys. Also, gaslighting. And people will often ask, what at all is this gaslighting buzzword that seems to have exploded in recent times? A simple analogy. You see somebody taking something that belongs to you, maybe your phone. You see them with your 2 eyes, and yet they say, what phone? Me? I never. So if you are in a relationship where the truth is always being twisted to the point where you think, wait, am I crazy? Did I see that? Did I experience that? My dear, that is gaslighting 101. If you see it, if you feel it, let me validate you right now. It is true and it exists. So don't let somebody gaslight you. It's very, very important that you spot this particular sign. And finally, frequent criticism. I don't like what you're wearing. You look a bit big in this. Maybe you could have done it this way. If you have a partner that is seemingly always invalidating what it is that you do, it's certainly a red flag when it comes to romantic relationship. So here are some 5 pointers. I hope that you ruminate on these factors and think about it as far as your own relationship is concerned.
When is the book dropping? When is the book dropping?
Oh, you're co-authoring, so listen, whenever you're ready.
Oh my God, beautifully said. Now, Roselyn, what we're about to ask you to do, you do on a daily basis. You do in your sleep, you do it in the shower. You live this. We just want you to take us to break. Simple.
Oh, I should take you to break?
Yes, please.
Okay, all right. So is that my camera?
That's your camera.
Okay. So guys, you're still watching Lady Circle. We actually will take a quick break, and when we come back, we continue with the conversation.
Hey, steal our job. Steal it, steal it.
And the vibes are still excellent right here on the Lady Circle on TV3, and we still have a little ways to go, so you can still enjoy some time with your favorite ladies. Now, are you ready to get more chances to win with Betway? Every single day, you have the key to unlock 5 free spins on Mega Money Wheel, where you stand to win a massive 1 million. Massive. It's not massive, it's what? Massive. 1 million Ghana City jackpot. What are you waiting for? Log into betway.com.gh today and take your spin, all thanks to Betway. Terms and conditions, of course, do apply. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more.
All right, well, speaking of more, let's talk a little bit about how we all want to be successful, especially those of us on the stage, those of you at home. We all want to thrive in our given field, and we know there's going to be challenges. Work is always going to be tough, but we always want to put our best foot forward, and that is why Cowbell is bringing you their 3-in-1 rich, creamy blend to give you that kickstart you need for every single day. You know, you go in energized with the Cowbell Richie Creamy 3-in-1 blend. Whether you're working or just creating memories with friends or loved ones, Cowbell will always be there for you at every moment. So, Roselyn, no matter where you're at, or whether you're chasing your goals or you're chasing your dreams, Cowbell says stay motivated, keep going, take their creamy 3-in-1 blend. Remember, Cowbell Coffee is with you for every moment.
All right, ladies, let's segue into that part of the show that requires the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but what? The truth. Roselyn, we call this guilty, not guilty.
Okay.
And the Lady Circle has been on your screens for 5 years, okay? We're a very big deal. I expect that you all have your guilty, not guilty plaques so that you can play along. And Roselyn, we're playing along with you as well. If you're guilty, do let us know. Question number 1, ladies. I catch myself justifying my partner's hurtful behavior because I love them.
Oh, yeah, we've all done that.
Yeah.
The old me, but the new me,
the
dear.
new me, I don't anymore.
All right. I feel pressured to prioritize my partner's needs above my own well-being.
Not anymore.
Ladies, we're being radical.
Yeah.
Yeah? You
But
truly
that's
feel
reality.
this way?
But that's reality.
This is reality.
Yeah,
You're
this
not
sounds-
just,
no, this
you're not
sounds-
gaslighting me.
No.
All right. Okay. Roselyn, it's reality.
It is.
Your needs come first.
The Bible says love your neighbor as yourself.
Listen,
Give
we
it
love
up.
the Bible.
Give it up.
Yeah.
All right. You've kept gifts from past relationships long after they have ended. True or false?
Oh, they're
Such
giving you
pretended.
Gucci,
Yeah.
LV,
Yeah.
Calvin Klein. You gonna give it back?
So no, the half perfume, I should return it.
But maybe something like a watch.
I'll keep it.
Keeping.
What about an expensive pair of shoes,
I'll
a
keep it.
handbag?
I'll keep it.
Keeping.
It's from your ex.
Keeping.
it.
Okay. Okay.
No, but if it's from your ex, you don't have to keep it.
I mean, it's a watch, very sentimental. It's a handbag. I mean, are you using it every day?
I gained it from
Does it
that
not
relationship.
remind you of
No.
your partner?
If it was lingerie, maybe I wouldn't keep
Okay,
it.
that you say has
Yeah,
to
that's
go.
that's a bit extreme.
All right. Okay. Now, have you ever? You have. Sure, you're guilty. I won't tell you the rest, but sure.
Let me show no guilt.
Have you ever texted an ex after a few drinks, hoping for a
little
connection,
rendezvous.
a little rendezvous? We've all-
tete-a-tete.
I don't believe Regina and I don't believe Roselyn. That's all right. I won't elaborate. Let's move on. Have you ever, ladies, secretly stalked?
You know what ex is? Expired.
Expired. Ooh. Someone said, thank you for the experience. Goodbye. All right, and my final question. Have you ever secretly stalked your crush's social media profiles to keep tabs on their love life?
Yeah.
You gotta do your
Yeah.
Googles.
Yeah.
Yes. Very guilty. Yeah.
Don't really care anymore.
Well, before when you used to have crushes, you used to go on the page, you go there Monday. You don't want to go on Tuesday, but you go Wednesday. Then you go on the weekend, but
I
you're
mean,
keeping
back
tabs.
then you used to do
Crush, no.
it. Back then?
Not
I
crush.
don't, yeah. Like if I crush on you, you're crushing on me too.
Hey.
We move.
Bars. Okay, but ladies, this is what we park it for guilty, not guilty, and thank you for your honesty, ladies. Roselyn said, Regina said what? If I'm crashing on you,
You're crashing
on me.
We move.
Whether you like it or yes. We move. We send me down by force.
Yeah.
It's a crash. It's happening at the same time. So at the end of it,
Okay.
the
Bluetooth is ready to pair.
I am Captain Planet. All right. Well, speaking of crash, segue.
Give
We're
it
crashing on Roselyn. Listen, thank you so much. We've been crushing on you. You've been doing your thing. As a fellow presenter, we know it's not easy in this industry, but you always put your best foot forward. Not only do you look fabulous,
Thank you.
you know, but the broad foot and the English is just giving. You're doing so much. You're letting your voice, you know, do the talking. You know, did you see what I did there? Oh,
I
God.
love that. You
Take
spelled
it
it.
over. Oh, God.
You spelled that.
Take it over. I'm too
Well,
on.
Roselyn, Yas says you spent a lot of money in Europe. Kafra.
Kafra.
And because of that, they have some really awesome goodies that they would love to bless you with.
Take the rest of your money.
So, Roselyn, let me present this to you.
Let me get up and get
This is from Yas to you, and also from the Lady Circle to you. A nice array of Yas products for you to enjoy with your loved ones, all those at home.
Thank
Some
you,
cornflakes,
Yas.
toothpaste, toothbrushes, washing up liquid, paper towels.
Any
and
croissant
all
in
of
there?
that. No croissant.
No croissant.
But at least I can brush my teeth.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Let me help you set this
Thank
down.
you so much. Can I put it here? Or I
Yes,
have to
You can
get
put it on the
on?
table.
All right. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this invitation. I've had an amazing time with you ladies. You're awesome. Invite me again.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be here.
Will.
I loved every conversation, and the topic was dear to my heart. And I'm hoping that a lot of young ladies out there will love themselves, will place themselves above anything else, will know that there are a lot of fishes in the sea, and so no one man owns you. God will make a way where there seems to be no way.
Hallelujah.
Let the past go.
Yes.
Move.
Yes.
And God will give you the one who will cherish you.
Yes.
When they're moving as a move, then you have to go back like that.
Yes,
The
yes.
anointing has touched us.
Yes. I think that is the operative word for today. We do what?
We move.
Yes.
We move, yes. And on that note, we have
Segue.
to move for another show to come on air. But thank you so much for tuning in to the Ladies Circle. We really do appreciate you every single time for taking time off your busy schedule to always join us. We know you enjoy the show. You also enjoy having you watch us every time right here. So make sure every Saturday you tell a friend to tell another friend to tune in, because guess what? You get to learn a lot on the Lady Circle from the beautiful, intelligent women in Accra. Precisely. TV3 gone on.
All right, let me say a big thank you. We're talking about intelligent, hardworking Ghanaian women to Bianca of the Owi brand. I know you guys are feeling this dress. Cut out kakra, a sleeve here, no sleeve there, flower kakra. Bianca Owi brand, thank you so much for your continued support. Also to Lee J Hair, she made sure all our hair looks splendid for yet another episode. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Because Miami Dia Couture.
Let's hold it together.
Yeah,
dear couture. Awesome. All right.
Roselyn from Sheila Bonsu, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. And from the ladies and I, we say bye. Hey. Can't you see? Hey. Oh, that thing got patale. Oh, says she got patale. Ah, the body.